Hello and welcome in to the Laird Social Club Friday live stream. Double feature today. You got me for a little bit, and then SorareAndrews will pop up, maybe not even in an hour. Maybe it'll be before that. Apologies for the lateness. To be honest, I've been working on like a bunch of different things with this stream, and it's not quite where I want it. And it's a little frustrating to me because I'm just still working through it. And so my apologies for being late here on a Friday, but it is what it is. Thanks everyone for coming in. Surface to air missile first in, what's up? Duncan, good to see you. Trying to get through another exciting day of accounting. Remind me about accounting later. I would write it down, but I can't seem to find my pen. Oh, excuse me. It's actually in the holder. Didn't even realize that. Anyway, and Mikey Bastin, joining them on the podium. Congratulations to you three. Appreciate you guys getting in early. Mike said, summer's officially on its way. First Friday stream in the garden with a beer. Pants on, probably. Pico Player, what's up? I'm here for the Shenanigans. Toby, good to see you. JPS, it's Friday and Late Dino strikes again. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. Rascal Misaki, hello, hello. Does this mean we get Andrews in about 57-ish minutes? It might be earlier, Mike. Timekeeping, obviously not one of the things being worked on. That's a good line, Mike. I'll give you that one. No, it's one of those content creator things that you guys don't see that gets worked on, and really nobody does. But I'm trying to figure out ways to kind of like optimize what I'm doing so that I don't spend so much of the stream time like producing, if that makes any sense. And I'm trying to put in a few more things in this room. I feel like I don't even want to say this out loud because then you guys will notice it. But sometimes I feel like my mic, it's not so much like a direct mic echo, but it feels like I'm in an empty room because I mostly am. And I'm just trying to figure that stuff out. And I put up some things, moved some lights, but most of it yesterday and today, was trying to optimize this software that I use to when I stream. It's kind of like an OBS type thing. And it's one of those, I'm not directly playing Sorare, MFL, or Sport.fun. But what I am working on is kind of important for the content. And so it's just those things that I was working on today, trying to get all set up, especially because this summer my family and I were redoing our kitchen, and we're doing like a bunch of work on our house that will require me to basically be in this room all summer. And it's funny, I think I've shared this before. I don't usually stream in this room. Or excuse me, I only stream in this room. I tend not to do my other work here. And it's a little bit of a cave, which is why the bats are probably in here. But I basically am going to be kicked out of my office. I feel like this lighting is weird. I tried to go with the warmer light. Let me see if this looks any better. We'll just go with the basic white light for now. I don't know. It's funny. I don't know how many of you watched the MFL or the MFL new UI live stream on the MFL Twitch channel that Jimbo hosted with me, Nep, and Work the Space. But all of their screens, and it was like nighttime for them, although I think they don't have any windows in the rooms where they stream anyway. But they were just like so dark, and my screen was like very light because I have lights, and it was daytime. And I was like, man, I look like such an amateur here, which compared to Nep and Jack, I certainly am. But I don't know. There's something, maybe it's my whole going outside thing, but like I like having natural light as part of this look. And I feel like so many streamers are just in these dark rooms with different colored lights, accentuating different parts of the room. And I don't know. It's just not my aesthetic, and I don't really want to do it. I actually, again, you guys know, I have 3 windows in this room, which is like exactly what you should never have when you stream. But I used to always keep the windows or at least the shades open, and I've put 2 of the 3 shades down. They're really old windows. I can just show you guys. Whoa, sorry. So like these are the 3 windows. That's my neighbor's house right there. And so I put the shades down on 2 of them because I think it just helps helps with the overall lighting. But I just don't want to feel so cooped up in here. And so I have one of them open just so I could look outside. Do we still get the song? I hope we still get the song. Of course I'll play the song when Andy comes. Come on. How much essence salary for a producer? Yeah, it's funny. Not that I don't trust somebody else to do that stuff, but I like kind of being in control of what I'm doing here. It's been a minute. What's up? Toby said the new UI is awesome. Yeah, the new UI on MFL is incredible. And actually, a warmer is better. Lighting is fine to me. With the new UI, I want to kind of redesign just how I stream the whole game, because doing something like this view, or like putting me off to the side, like the equivalent of this view, I kind of want for MFL for it to be the whole screen, and because the whole game is like a lot more immersive now. And so I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do MFL streams yet with the new UI, especially because I have to think about like where I fit on the screen, so I'm not covering anything up. I did give them some feedback about the match view, because and we can go into that in a second or later, whenever. But it's actually not, or at least one of the match views isn't great for streaming, which is a bummer because the whole site does. But yeah, just little things that I was working on today that I'm just trying to make a little different. And this blank wall here, I might just might have a picture up that's, I wanted to do one for MFL, Sorare, and Sport.fun, but MFL was the only thing that I knew that I wanted to put there. I did consider putting at least like one of the Midtjylland signed jerseys up there for the Sorare streams, but I don't know. Having just like a jersey, it's probably too big to frame, like a frame is probably too big for this space. And so that's why I don't put one there, but it's just not, it just doesn't look right. And just hanging it on a hanger, an autographed jersey, even though that's exactly where it is now, just doesn't feel right to me. Anyway, having natural light rather than multicolor stuff is a USP from you. What's USP again? Laird, love you, but consider setting up your camera farther away. I like the natural light aesthetic and agree it's better for you than the dark rooms, but consider being farther away from the camera. So we can do that right now. Let's see. How far do you want to go? So I can do it. I'm going to see, this feels like I'm so far away. Or maybe if we put it, no, give me a little more. Do you want the mic in there? How does that look? I'm willing to play around with this. Sorry for everybody who's listening. So to be honest, Surface, and I feel like this is something I should have just shared with members only. Speaking of which, if you're interested in becoming a member of the Laird Social Club, you can go to patreon.com/AndrewMLaird, link in the description of the video. But I'm also giving away a couple free memberships. So if anybody's interested, Duncan took advantage of one of them. Just let me know. So there's like a heat dial on the wall, like over here, that you can't see right now. But if I zoom out a little farther, now there it is on the wall. And then of course you can see this is the whole room right here, pretty much. Like my camera, well, the wall behind you guys, that sounds weird. The wall behind the camera is like right here. Like my desk is almost up to it. I have it's actually now literally a green screen now, as like a curtain. I have my lighting, but like this is the room. This is pretty much it. And that right there drives me nuts that it's on the wall. And I actually considered putting a jersey over it. In fact, I thought about putting this Sport.fun jersey and hanging it there. But again, like hanging from a wall. And so I prefer it to be a little more, I feel like, I don't know. We'll see. Let's play around with this and see what happens. But I appreciate the feedback, Surface. And unfortunately, you just said, yes, that is perfect. And Cam said that's better. And I feel like I've been moving it around so much that I don't know. So we'll get back to that. Cam said, we are so back. MLS prices still the high, got rolled on going for 30 pounds. Is that good? I'm not even sure. The fact that they take everyone's input and fix things on the fly is a big plus too. Toby is talking about MFL, not me with the screen, but yeah. Unique selling point makes you stand out from the crowd. That was for the natural light. Now we need some ASMR. That's better. Need to put something on the wall. Yeah, so I do. I like the wall. It's literally the roof line in my house, which is why it's there. This room really is small, as you've told us. Who knew? Actually, I know exactly what it is. The room is 10 by 12 feet. And so server said, this is great. The view was too close to your face. The middle one was fine. We don't need to see the whole room, in my opinion. So Surface, I actually totally agree with you that the first one was too close. And I don't know why I started doing it. I think part of it was actually when I'm on this screen, and actually it looks okay now. I feel like you get a lot of my microphone, but maybe that's okay. It's actually not even this. Maybe it was this one. It just felt like I was so far away, but actually this looks okay. Thank you very much for that feedback. And yeah, and instead I just sit at a table. I've considered getting a standing desk for in here and streaming while standing. And it's probably, you look older from farther away. Great. I actually thought I would look younger because you can't see all of the gray on my face, but maybe you can over here. Oh, you can definitely see it here. Gosh, I am getting old, I tell you. Anyway, so so yeah, that's the stuff I was working on. So with MFL now, and if you guys haven't seen it, this is the screen I want. The new MFL interface is great. And apparently I haven't even, there we go. And it's just, a lot more immersive. Oh no. This guy rejected. I'll take 22 for this guy. Listed for 39. And he wants 22. Blas Prado. I don't remember this guy. Oh, that's fine. What beauty filters can we put on you? Oh, I'm almost like offended that I need it. I mean, the first view was too close. Oops, hold on. Was too close for your face. Hold on. I mean, the first view was too close to your face for me because I watch you on full screen on my second monitor. Others may have liked it. Oh, so it was like my face was right there. Yeah, I could see that being quite a whoa. Yeah, Mike, it is definitely like FM vibes now, which I've been told. I don't actually know because I never played FM. But yeah, I think it's really great. And I just, like I said, I think it needs to take up more of the screen. And I'm actually going to see, did I actually want to buy this guy for $22? To be honest, I was looking at him for patron saints, and Toby's going to be like, you can't do that because he's old. But sometimes you got to buy old guys, Tob. Let me see here. He's a 79 right back, 78 left back, but he's 34. Almost certainly retires at the end of the season. But do we get him? Whoops. That was the other view. I need Sid here. Toby, should I buy this guy? 4 years as our fullback backup. 4 seasons, including this one. 79 right back, 78 left back. Pacheco was old. Pacheco got a few years in, though. I don't know, man. I actually had another guy. I was actually super disappointed. I had bid on another guy who was right back, left back, and they sold it to somebody else for the same price. And I was like, oh. Anyway, I'll send that. He's American. He's got a mustache. That's pretty good. All right. I sent that $22 offer. So if Crazy Cult is watching, if you could please accept that ASAP. Anyway, so the big MFL UI came out today, or this week, excuse me. I got a look at it a couple days ago, and I was like, man, this is really, really cool. Oh, but this is the feedback I gave them, and I'll see if you guys share this. If you are watching a match, now I actually tend to watch my matches like this. Let's not watch. Wow, I got just blitz, but we'll look at this. But anyway, I was saying the problem here is that you can't see the squads on this view unless you scroll down. And if you scroll down to see the squads, now you can't see the scoreboard. So you don't know how much time is left. And so when you're streaming and watching, like where do I put myself? I guess the answer is I can put myself up here, and you can watch the game, but then if you want to do anything else, I think the workaround obviously is like just to do this. And then what I normally do is put myself here on the bottom left, excuse me. But I don't know. I like when I'm watching matches, I tend to go with this guy. And so that's just, I don't know. I like that view better. Low physical is annoying, but high dribbling is fun. Is that the guy that I went to buy? How low was his physical? Again, he's a backup. 66 physical for 79 rated player. Yeah, that's not great. Full screen is definitely the move. Lemon Squeezer, what's up? I think I bought a couple players from Lemon Squeezer. It's taking like 10 minutes for my players to list on the market. That's on MFL? I swear I bought some players from you. Let's see. I bet you sell a lot of players, and so I won't come up. You know what it was? Lemon Squeezer, you bought a couple packs that I sold. That's what it was. Don't tell Toby though. Yeah, Toby, I felt bad because actually I gave them that feedback on Saturday. I think it was Saturday when Discord was like having all kinds of problems, and so my messages didn't send. Not that they were able to like fix that before the UI launched. Couldn't you just reduce the size of the scoreboard stream to 80 or 90% to get everything in? So I can, Mike, but it just doesn't look good. Where do I want to go? Just home. Yeah, home. Let's go to one that I actually won. So like if I do this, and let's go to a goal that we have actually scored. Like in order to fit them all, like this is it. And this doesn't look great either. Like this is the smallest I can go. This is 67%, 75%. I guess I technically get everything here. Oh, this is JPS. I didn't notice that. But like 80%, I can't see the goalie. So I just don't feel like it looks that great. I prefer the other game. Yeah, so it's a bummer. But again, I can just do it this way. And then if I went full screen, I could just put myself down here. But just one of those things that I keep thinking about. The browser, the actual browser window size. I don't know that now I don't know. It wasn't working for me. But it's funny because the UI, wow, I was down 2-1 and came all the way back. Let's just watch this. Again, it's just a friendly. But I was just trying to kind of play around with what I was doing here. And oh my goodness, from outside the box. Who needs to see you anyway? It was, to be honest, it was less. And Actually, I don't know if it was, I think it's Dobbsy who keeps making fun of me about my MFL reactions. But where are you going? Oh my word. Whew, what a goal. Can you not just press F11 and get full screen? Says Fraxy. Full screen for what though? Like this full screen? It still doesn't fit, is basically what I'm saying. Like you can't see the scoreboard and the teams. And even on the full screen view, meaning this view, like you can only see one team at a time and the stats. Whereas the reason I like this view is because I can see both teams and I can kind of mess around and look at shots and heat maps while the game is going on together. But I mean, whatever. Good point, Dobbs. He would not get any memes from you if you weren't on screen. Exactly. But anyway, yeah, MFL off season is right now, so everybody's getting their teams ready. I think all of my teams are done for now, except for Patron Saints, which is going into a new era now as Sid is taking over for Toby in the tactics department, and he's got big shoes to fill. I'm not going to lie. So we'll see. Look at those XG. Oh, I didn't look at XG. 1.79 to 0.99, and I won 3-2. Sorry. Say I wanted to dip my toes into MFL. What would be an expected starting budget? I would need to have fun and get a good taste for the game, but not expect to just dominate. So Surface, this is a great question. The easy answer is, honestly, if you just wanted to play and see what it was like, you could just run somebody's team for a season. Like I have a team that will not dominate in a league. And lots of people have teams like this, and they have something called club delegation where you can basically run the tactics for a team all season. So you could play for a whole season for zero if you wanted to start that way. If you wanted to own your own club, there's basically two ways to do it. You can either buy a brand new club from MFL, that costs $80. If you do that, you get a free pack, a free limited pack. And if you use a referral code like mine in the description of this video, you get another one. You still need to get players, but they have a really great loan system that's all done through the site, and you basically give up some of your winnings. Although if you're starting in the bottom division, which you would if you bought a brand new club, you could get a bunch of players for 0% rev share. So you're literally just getting them for the season. Surface, I can't remember. Did you play Footium? Graham, I'm on a Mac. To remove the white tab up top with the URL, etc., would it make more space? Fraxy, it does not, unfortunately. If you want to own one team and most of your squad, then you're probably fine with 100 pounds. Honestly, I don't even think you need that much. But I think 100, and I don't even think it's 100 pounds. $100 would do it for Surface, to be honest. And it just kind of gets your feet wet. And if you like it, great. And if you don't, you could probably sell the club. Now, granted, a brand new club means nobody's owned it before you. You also get a completely random location within the world. So if you care about location and you care about being the first owner, then it's a little tough. But if you're willing to take a team from anywhere in the world, you can brand it however you want. So you could call it whatever you want, but the location is given to you. Or you go on the secondary market and you pay for other locations. The difficulty is that the good location, or the more popular, more famous locations like Los Angeles, I tried to buy an LA club yesterday, are more expensive because people just have a premium on them. I played Footium and I basically abandoned it for various reasons. Yeah, so I did too. And so, but you understand the concept of it is you get a club, you get players. And one of the bigger differences, I don't know if Footium has changed this, but one of the biggest differences with MFL is that the loan system is extensive in the game. And so you don't have to own all of your players. You don't have to own any players. You could also go the other way and own no clubs and buy players and loan them out. It's not nearly as fun because you're not playing any of the games. But Surface, I would say, yeah, $100 $100 is definitely enough to get started, and you could play with that for a while. What I would say is, do not look at your $100 into MFL as something that can go up. Like, meaning, I spend $100 and now my stuff is worth this, or I can sell this guy for more. Like, just don't think of it that way. I hate to tell people not to think of it that way. I don't consider it anything more than a game. Now, do I spend money to play the game? Yes, I do. Usually more than I should, but meaning I'm not going to get this money out. But I just look at it as that. It's a game where, honestly, the more you spend, the better players you get, and you can move up. But it's a game. Think of it as entertainment before any sort of ROI or whatnot. Word on the street is Jeff signed up to MFL using your link. Jeff never came back from his timeout. That said, yeah, that's true. Toby said, go into MFL, think of it as a game, not an investment. Oh, there you go. Just what I was saying. Cameron said, I own no clubs, buy players, and manage other people's teams. That's another way you could do it. Although I don't know if you'll find a lot of people who want you to manage their teams if you've never played. But yeah, you can play how you like. It's a great game. Yorkie said, I am absolutely in love with my team. So Yorkie joined before last season, which was season 13. And he had one club, which he paid a premium. Actually, it wasn't much of a premium, to be honest. It was his hometown. He just got another one. And now, Yorkie, are you at 3 or 4 clubs? Think of it as buying FM. So I wouldn't necessarily think of it that way, because and again, I don't know anything about Football Manager, but I don't think Football Manager allows you to like pay more to play more, meaning to have more teams and all that stuff. You don't have to do that though. Yes, Cam, I understand you've played before, and the way that you play now makes sense. I'm just saying, if somebody is starting out, it's probably hard for them to convince multiple other people, yes, let me play with your teams. That's all. 4 clubs. Yorkie Youth is the new one. Okay, 4 clubs. Yeah. And look, we can. These are Yorkie's clubs, and then so you can brand them however you want. And so Yorkie came up with these logos. Oh, did we get our guy? What? Look at this. Rejected 16, I'll be willing to accept 22. Rejected 22 would be willing to accept 25. That's not cool. That's not cool at all, crazy cult. And Cam just bought somebody from them. Actually, I don't think that's you, Cameron. That's ugh. And this is where I don't buy it out of spite. I guess Foot is a better comparison because of microtransactions. Could be. Offer 22 again. Okay. That's really that's not cool. When you told me you would take that. Wasn't me, but I did just buy an in-season Evander, says Cameron. Wow. That's fun. Laird, you're positioned differently today. Yeah, Yorkie, you missed the beginning. I'm actually positioned exactly the same. It's just my camera's a little different, and the lighting and the other stuff in there. Oh, 5th streak for MLS. Good luck, Cam. Good luck. Adding Evander sounds fun and a good way to chase that 5th streak for sure. For sure. That left such a sour taste in my mouth, that getting rejected after being told what they would take. If you'd got here earlier, Yorkie, you'd know why. Yeah, I mean, Yorkie leaves work right when I start, and so it's a mad dash home before he can start watching. I get it. I get it. Apparently, no leaving early on a Friday. MLS once again proving it's the best comp for streaks. Like, not even close. Everyone else feeling the retirement's hitting, yet getting tough to get good players in. Get a Saints logo on that blank wall. That's fun. That's cool. I actually considered redoing the Saints logo. I really like it, but it's just kind of, I don't know. I also will say I love this new clubs page. I love this. Part of it is like, should I get two more clubs, or should I just move my screen so that they all fit on the same line? But yeah, I love this. I love this. And this isn't even my club. This is just a club I'm running this season. But yeah, I do like the Patron Saints logo, but maybe we just keep it. I don't know. Any advice on what league I should loan my player to? He's too good for my team. Olaf Urban, 70 rated striker. Rico advised Stone Ice, but unsure what to ask for. I don't think you'd get much for Stone. Olaf Urban. Here he is. Oh, he's only 22. Yeah, I think this is an easy Ice loan. Is he new? Oh, he is new. Let's see. 64 pace is solid. Can't really pass. Doesn't shoot, but that's fine. 66 physical for a 70 rated play. That's fine. Yeah, I think this is Ice. Yes, I'm managing that team for Sid. CSK. Which I wish the staff had history, because I believe there are a couple people who have run this club, I believe. But Sid did it last season. Ice for 70 rated. Ice on 18 plus. I will. Yeah, I would definitely add a games minimum for sure. But yeah, that's Ice. I wouldn't do it to Stone. And frankly, I would make sure that whoever you do loan him to has other players in that quality. When did you get to bronze? Yeah, I got to bronze by just managing somebody else. The chasm of quality in chasm of quality in MLS between the DPs and the regular players make high scores extremely achievable. So streaking is 100% easier. I mean, I play K-League. I can tell you it's way easier in MLS, says the guy who doesn't streak in MLS. Oh, look at this. Wasn't this guy in our league last year? Wait a minute. Isn't this guy in our league? Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, they are. And how are they able to friendly against us? That's Shenanigans. But we beat them 4-0, so I guess it's fine. Ray, Koenig, and Koenig. Nice game. Let's see how we scored this one, at least. Crossfield? Yeah, not quite. Whoa. Oh, a little flick on? Oh, my. Wow. Good goal. Leagues aren't set yet, that's why. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. That is a little bit of a loophole here. Oh, just got in over the top. Bang. Did I turn the volume off? I did. Let's see. Oh, another one. Get in. Oh, from Paez. I like him. Let's check out the last one just while we're here. That reminds me, we never heard back from SR Monkey. That's who we're missing. If Waters. David, are you here? He hasn't said hi. He usually does. Do we think he gave him away? Oh, he didn't. Sid better play my guy a fair amount, even though strikers are demons. Yeah. Should I send this offer? Are we up to 18? Did we have another right mid? We have 2 right mids. Oh, wait a minute. Who's this guy? Oh, yeah. Yep. Let's just send it. Surely he was just holding him for us, right, guys? I can't wait for the season to start. Agreed. I got actually really panicked yesterday or today because I saw the tweet from MFL that was like, the window's closing in a week. And I read it, it's like closing in a day. And I was like, oh my God, how? The season hasn't even started yet. Doesn't it go? And I was like, oh wait, I'm just not there. Anyway, just a reminder, anybody, there was a poll. If you could just like the stream, please. How many likes do we have? I don't know how many are watching. Or let me see here. 55 watching live. How many have liked the stream? 30. That's not terrible. Not terrible. Oh, I think Andy's ready. So then I have to do something. All right, let me set this up. There's like all this room. Let's see. Excuse me. So I'm going to attempt to bring Andy on, but I have no idea if this is going to work, which is kind of fun. You guys can see if while I do this live. And obviously I'll have to play the Andrews music. Cue the music. That's right, JPS. Oh yeah. Let me see if that works. Wait, is that Black's music? That's funny. Yeah. That's a great line, actually. Yeah, so I've never done this before, and I also redid all of the, do we have to bring Andy on? Wow, low blow from Yorkie. Low blow. But yeah, let me see if I can get this sorted. And maybe I can try to figure this out while the music plays. All right, let's go to the music. No, it's funny. I went to go to the music and it's already gone. Hold on. What did I even do with it? This is what happens when you do things on the fly. There it is. Right. All right. Stand by.
To the SorareAndrews show, where we talk fantasy football, what you never know. We'll start with the game, but we'll soon go astray on topic discussions that replay. We'll analyze the teams, the formation and goals, but in no time we'll digress into other roles, talking about our favorite foods and the shows we've seen, our opinions aloud, and our voices are
Oh, nope. Almost there. Hey, Andy.
Hola.
Oh, wait, I can't hear you. I think my headphones are dead. Hold on. Can you guys hear Andy?
Test.
All right, hold on. Oh, you know what I bet it is, Andy? Yeah, that worked. Can you say something again?
Yes.
It's so strange. Hold on. Just a disaster if my headphones don't work. Come on.
Think fun of if Laird just had to like pretend what I was talking about.
What were you talking about?
Nothing. Oh, you hear me now?
I can hear you, but not in my headphones, and so I'm worried that everybody's
I see.
boomer maxing. This
I
is
love
total.
Dobbsy's comment, Bat Guy and Worm Boy. I mean, Christ. Let's go. We're off to a wild start here.
Yeah.
You kind of look like Bat Guy with the headset up like that.
There's like hold on. Trying to get rid of the echo. I don't know why I can't hear you though when I have my headphones in. Can you try to say something?
Sure.
Oh, you know what? Can you say something now?
Hello.
This is so strange. Because I have no idea why it's doing that. Can you try one more time?
Yes.
Why can't I hear Andy? You could have had an Unreal joke.
Are you typing that
if
into
you if you pretended to
AI
talk?
search?
Can you lean forward so we can see the whale?
I already gave him a little sneak peek here.
See, you're talking, but I don't hear you. Hold on.
Yeah.
I got nothing, Andy. I don't know what's going on.
You can just not use the headset. Were they off?
They're now off, but apparently there's an echo, and so I'm trying to get rid of the echo.
You can turn your audio down a little bit.
I'm going to have to. But now I can't hear you anyway.
You can hear me, right? I'll speak louder.
No, that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, you have to find the sweet spot. You got to find the sweet spot in there where you can hear me and it's not echoing.
I'm glad Laird was late because he was prepping for this. I tried. I mean, the headphones, I don't know why they would, what's different here than anything else. No, that's not it. All these stupid settings, but yeah, I got nothing on this one. Well, that's annoying. Echo is gone now. Let's hope.
Now,
Anyway.
if I start singing,
You're going to start singing?
I might.
Andy's going to start doing sign language like the monkeys who get bananas. I don't know why I found that so funny. Anyway, what's up, Andy?
What were you doing? Besides, I did get a message from Mike Bastion, and he was like, pretty much, go get your boy. He's talking MFL. You got to go get him. Stop talking about that.
Yeah, I never got you in MFL.
You tried.
Did I?
But I wanted performance enhancing.
Oh, yeah.
and they don't have drugs, so I'm out.
Yeah, that's fair. Mike said maybe the echo's in Laird's ears. Time for a checkup. I didn't hear the echo at all. That's the thing. Like I don't hear an echo. Do you hear one?
Yeah. No.
Huh.
I mean, I did before, but I think that you tweaked that audio just right. So MFL needs performance enhancing drugs, and then the ability to do like match fixing and other like nefarious things, and they're gonna have like calculators on getting caught and punishments and stuff and getting relegated.
What if I told you? What if I told you there was a match fixing scandal?
Go on.
So there were two teams. I don't remember what the circumstances are. Ron John's here, and he probably knows the details more, or somebody else might. But basically, there were two teams in a league, and one had to win, so the other could do so whatever it was. And there was like this. Oh no, the echo's back. Maybe I'm too loud. But there was a conspiratorial match fixing that allowed one team, I think, to avoid relegation, and they got caught. And they were, I don't know what the punishment was, but it was two French users. It's always the French.
Always the French. Can't trust them.
Yeah. So yeah, that was it.
That's fun. That's like real life match fixing. I want like things in the game where like I got a player, and it's like a Paqueta situation where he's got friends back home that are trying to get him to take yellows, and I want something like that in the game.
So Ryan said, do we have MFL games on Polymarket yet? I honestly thought about that. Like putting diamond, like who's going to win the Diamond League and putting that on Polymarket or Kalshi. But I didn't. That's it. That's all I got.
What else were you talking about earlier?
It was a lot of MFL. It was a lot of me trying to figure out a new way to display all this stuff during streams. Laird's volume keeps fluctuating a lot. I don't know why. Laird needs headphones or to turn down his monitor volume. I mean, I agree.
You're all right right now. You're good right now.
Let me try these again.
Just hope it doesn't break again.
It probably will. Can you say something?
Yeah, I can say something.
I don't have a clue what. Sorry, say. Hold on. No, that's like looking at all these settings as if I have any idea what I'm doing. I'm going to kick you off actually and send you a new link. Surely that'll solve everything. Anyway, get out of here.
Goodbye.
Should we even bring him back? Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's try this one more time. Your mic is picking up black from the monitor. Turn the volume down. Should be fine with the noise. So yeah, it was working earlier, Quinny, or it usually works, and now it stopped working. All right, let's try this again. We'll bring Andy back.
Is it fixed?
And I can't hear you.
Oh my God.
Can you try again? No. Why doesn't this work? You know what's... Hold on. You try again?
Yeah.
No.
You should share your screen so we can do a group troubleshooting session.
I see you talking, but I have no idea what you're saying. I wonder if it's a VDO issue, actually.
A video issue?
Oh, I think it might be.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to run an audio test and it's not doing anything. What about this? Oh, I did hear that. Huh. This is quite annoying, Andy.
Yeah.
Do we get the Andrews theme again? Oh, I could do that, true. Would it be a Laird stream without a technical error? Do I have them that often? Dobbsy said wired is better than... Oh, I do have... Oh, no, I think they're gone. I got rid of my wired headphones. For everybody listening just to the audio version of this, they can't be having a good time.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Sorry, Andy. Oh, wait, let me try something. Oh, hold on. Let's see if... Yeah, there he is talking again, as if I hear him. Can you say something now?
Yeah.
I got nothing on why. Yeah. I'm at a loss here. Sorry, Andy. I think I'm going to have to just throw you off. Or, yeah, or the echo. What? Hold on.
You do what you need to do, Laird.
Andy, can we see the drawing in the background behind you? We already did that, Ryan.
Oh, not taking it down. Not taking it down.
This is a good line from Don, actually. Black was looking forward to a relaxed streak on his break, but has to work anyway, hoping Laird fixes sound problems. I wonder if I have other... Do I have other headphones in the house somewhere?
I highly doubt it's that headphones, Laird. It's
So,
got to be the audio input device or whatever.
but like I can hear you now after I turn my headphones off.
Yeah, because it's probably switching inputs and it's probably using like that device probably has like multiple. It's probably considered multiple devices.
Why would that matter?
Well, if you're choosing the wrong one, then it would matter.
But everything in my computer tells me it's connected to there. And the headphones, I don't think, are connected to anything else. Bin off the headphones. Dobbsy, I was happy to bin them off, but you guys were saying there was an echo. It's legit
Surface
fine
with
right now.
a SAM bomb, a missile straight from the surface.
Anyway, if it sounds fine without the headphones, I'm more than happy to do it.
It's funny because it sounds fine for a while. Like it's good right now, no echoes or anything. And then at some point we're gonna get a massive echo.
I actually thought you were going to joke around and be like, we'll get a massive echo.
Just force it into existence.
What'd you have for lunch?
A little chicken sandwich. It was
Chick-fil-A?
delicious. It was, yeah.
How many days a week do you get Chick-fil-A?
Well, during the school year, we get one free lunch a week. So I either have Qdoba that day or Chick-fil-A.
You don't get the
I would say
same
it's about 50-50 split on those.
Are they closed over the summer?
They are, yeah.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
like one long Sunday.
Starting next week, no more free food.
Wow.
I'm just like you. I'm just like everyone else.
Don's asking if you caught the Canvas hackers.
Well, I didn't and we didn't, but it sounds like the Canvas hackers paid or Canvas paid the hackers off to make them go away.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's an interesting. Honestly, it's a really interesting scenario because Shiny Hunters, I think, is the group that did this and has done other data breaches, but they promised to, once you pay, we're not going to leak your data, we're going to delete it, we're going to be good stewards of your data, even though they did the terrible thing, right? But it's actually a huge incentive for them to be a group that not a group myself again, but a group that actually does delete your data, because other institutions will be willing to pay because they know that they'll delete the data.
Other institutions will pay for the data?
No. Pay to have them delete the data. So, like, if they breach the next company that they breach, as long as they were good to Canvas, they'll be good to you, right? So, they're the good hacker, not the good hackers, but they're the ones that you can trust.
Our echo's back.
Yeah, it is. Well, not now, but it was.
Is it now gone? I feel like I'm not doing anything differently. I'm like trying not to move.
Yeah, you're like, it could be me talking louder and inflections in my voice or something.
Quinny's saying that you should mute your mic when I talk. Oh no, I should mute.
You need to mute your mic when I talk.
This is like that.
But you don't have to. I think it's working okay most of the time. And then you can mute your mic.
I was just about to say it's just like the Sorare AMA.
Yeah, so whose fault was that really, Laird? Come on now.
That one was not mine. I'm convinced on that one. Mostly because they did something on their side without telling me, so I couldn't even help them.
I see. What did they do?
Sorry, Dobsy said I should just mute myself and let you talk for 45 minutes. They pulled up the stream. So I was using Streamlabs, where they should be able to like see everything, including the live chat, but they didn't realize they could see the live chat. So they pulled the stream up separately and tried to mute it, but apparently didn't mute it or muted themselves. And it was just like,
okay.
Yeah, this is different because I'm literally using different software right now.
I see.
I'm trying to think if I have any other headphones in the house.
Let's move on from the technology stuff. Technology stuff. I've got 5 more hours of that today, Laird.
I'm wondering if I should wire my headphones in.
Oh. Let's not do that.
How come?
Because we don't need to. This works. We're good.
I mean, people are saying it's not really working.
Yeah, there's no echo right now.
How do you know?
Because I can hear.
Dobsy said it's
when there's
fine
an echo, I hear it. When there's not an echo, I don't hear it.
I mean, I haven't heard an echo at any point, so.
Well, you don't count.
Yeah, the microphone thing is tough with guests because like I never know, like what the volume I hear you is not the volume that everybody hears you. And so I noticed that on Tuesday stream with Harry, that his volume, like when I listened back, his volume was like a little lower than mine. And I don't know if I'm just hyper aware of those things once I start listening and it was fine or not. That's why the live chat's really helpful.
I would think the more you stream, which you've been streaming now for what, like 7 years or something, I would imagine quality stuff you get really hyper focused on.
Arctic said, if you don't hear the echo, it means the echo is coming from you. Yeah, yes. And I am hyper focused on that. And it actually prevents me from watching some content because I'm just like, I can't. And it's always such stupid things. Like it's somebody who, if they don't have like a regular mic, then like it sounds really bad. I'm just like, if you're going to do content, like just get a mic, buy a mic.
Yeah.
Or it's like this, like the camera's like this and they're like, hey, welcome to my show. And I'm like, just.
And the sun is just blaring in. Yeah.
No,
So
I can't fault anyone for natural
are you
light.
buying a new streaming setup?
What's that?
Are you buying a new streaming setup?
Yes.
Can I help you with that?
I literally almost messaged you like yesterday about this.
Yeah.
So I currently use a MacBook.
Mm-hmm.
And
what year is this MacBook? Is it Intel? Is it M1? Like how old is it?
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure.
If you just go to About This Mac in the Finder, it'll.
Yeah, it's in M1.
M1. Yeah. Okay.
So, let's see, 2020.
Like 8 gigs of unified RAM or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
MacBook Pro.
We need to upgrade this.
Yes. Yeah. So I really want just a Mac Mini.
Yeah.
And they, of course, sold out with all these Claudebot dorks that are doing all their AI agents.
It's funny because I've been pricing out a Mac Mini cluster for some LLM stuff that we're doing on campus.
Of course you have.
Well, we're not doing it now though because Apple changed like some of their configuration settings for like the Mac Minis that they're selling. Like you can't buy them with 64 gigs of unified RAM anymore. It's only up to 48.
So it's not that they stopped. Well, yes, they stopped making them, but like a new Mac Mini is coming out next month or being announced next month. So like, that's why they basically sold out. And I wasn't going to buy the base model anyway. Like I was probably going to get some upgrade because you can't upgrade after you buy, which again is really bad. But I got some alert on my phone, some notification, and it was like the 5 best Mac Mini alternatives. And I was like, sweet, my phone is listening to me and is giving me something I actually want to click on. And so I was like, maybe I should get like just a cheaper Windows mini computer and use that. And I went down and I've used a Mac for 20, let's call it 20 years.
Yeah. So you're a Mac guy.
And I actually, like my earlier computers in life were Macs. And then at some point I went to PC and then went back to Mac.
Because you got a real job in finance, so you got a PC.
What's that?
I said because you got a real job in finance and you had a PC.
It was actually when I went to college. They had like a laptop program and it was an IBM ThinkPad with the red mouse thing in the middle.
Oh yeah, the nipple. We call that a nipple.
Dobsy said the fact that you have a Mac but not an iPhone is so crazy to me. Dobsy, I had an iPhone for 10 years at least, and then switched to the Pixel. But then, so I was like, could I really use like a Windows computer again? Like what? And then I'm looking at my Mac. I use Chrome. I use Discord. Like nothing I do on this Mac can't be done elsewhere.
The funny thing, Laird, is the Lenovo ThinkPads still have the nipple on them.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Good for them. They should keep that. Even if it does nothing, they should just keep it in the middle there.
Yeah.
So
Some people love it. Some people love playing with that nipple, you know?
I actually, my wife's computer is a Lenovo and it has it. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of, yeah, I did just say that right after. Anyway, so I literally went to Gemini and I was like, what are the best Mac mini alternatives? And it gave me like a bunch of them. And eventually I was like, should I just build like a gaming desktop and use that? And none of the stuff that I do is nearly as intensive as gaming stuff, but like
Yeah.
this software I use for streaming is probably the biggest like load on what I do. And basically one of the things that I read was the software that I use, Meld, was like built for Mac. Like they have a Windows version, but it was built for Mac. And it was like, if you're thinking about getting a Mac and you primarily use a software that's built for Mac, just get the Mac. And I
Yeah.
was like, I guess.
Yeah, you're a Mac user. So, are you waiting for the new Mac Minis to come out basically?
So I had decided to wait, and like all of the rumors are that they're going to announce it next month. And with most products, it's like they're available within like 1 or 2 days of whatever WWDC. But the last thing I read was like they'll be ready within 1 to 2 months, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, and you're gonna have issues getting them too, probably.
Probably. The only reason why I thought I wouldn't necessarily have an issue is I'm not going to buy the base model, and it's the base ones that go so quickly. Like you can buy a bigger version now.
Yeah, I mean, there are workloads that people want the pro chips too for. So, uh, yeah, I don't know. They could both be hard to get. Either way, I think that's fine. Like I think that if it's within your budget or whatever, I think it's a good choice. I mean, you're a Mac guy. You said the software that you use is designed for OS X, so
I mean, it's designed for, but like they have a Windows version of it, and I'm sure it's exactly the same. Like I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
yeah.
So what would you suggest? You want to build me a computer?
I mean, I could, but I think that you just buy a Mac Mini. I think that that's what you want to do, and it probably makes the most sense.
What I want to do is upgrade. And
Yeah.
if it's like, yeah, you can upgrade in December, then I'm like, I can't wait until then.
Ah, I see. I see. So you want to upgrade now?
I would like to, yeah.
Okay. Well, then, nice thing is like you're probably not going to need like a discrete GPU or anything, because like you said, you don't do any gaming or anything crazy. So, like all the parts and components that you would need or want would be easy to get. Just really depends on how much RAM you want and how much you want to pay, because that's the bottleneck right now is how much you're willing to pay for RAM.
Right. And it's more what do I even think is not even what I think. Like what is even a reasonable, like I don't need to overdo it, but I also obviously don't want to underdo it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you probably need 32 to just get started, 32 gigs of RAM to get going. Because I know I've seen your stream and it'll like start chugging and breaking, and as soon as you start, pulling up too many things or whatever, and it's just like that's a RAM issue.
It's infuriating. And yeah, I mean, it's exactly why I'm trying to do a new setup, basically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could still buy M4 Mac Minis too. I mean, there's nothing really stopping you from doing that.
Yeah, it just seems so suboptimal to buy a product that is basically discontinued.
I mean, you get to use it now. You could also wait till the M5 ones are announced and then buy an M4 one, and you probably get a discount. We do a bit of that, like, because like Apple resellers will like liquidate all of their previous line, and we're basically getting new equipment that's a year old.
Yeah.
for half the price. Like we'll do that quite a bit.
Don asked if I've done research what other streamers work with. Yes, I have done. Like some use Mac Minis, but like someone like Nep uses, he has like a custom PC because he like obviously games on it. So that's
Right.
like,
Yeah, he games and streams. Like he needs a very custom setup.
yeah, like the most extensive thing that I do is work through the Sorare leaderboard
Yeah,
arena
but would
thing.
you want to like maybe dabble with streaming some games?
Would I?
Yeah.
I don't play anything, so like I wouldn't. No.
Well, maybe you could start playing something. I
Um.
mean, if you buy a RTX 5090, now you're gonna feel like you have to play some games.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sam says I helped him purchase a computer. No, he just said, "Is this okay?" And I was just like, "Sure."
No. I asked Andy. He's an expert.
Yeah, Sam's was easy though because he plays like if you ever played Civilization, Sam's a big
Sure.
Civ guy. Yeah.
Sam's on like
Well,
Civ 2, isn't he?
hey, no, Sam plays like all the newer Civ games, but um, yeah, you could be playing Civ again. You could stream Civ.
Do people do that?
I don't know. That's a unique category. Surely someone is out there streaming Civ.
Yeah. Sorare, streaming about Sorare wasn't niche enough, so I had to go, got to go even farther.
Yeah.
Yorkie said, get a desktop, not a laptop. I'm definitely getting I'm not getting a laptop. Laird and Black Minecraft stream. God.
My kids are super into Minecraft. I just can't. I can't. That's not. No, I can't do it.
I'm the same. My kids actually don't even play it, so they're.
Yeah.
So Yorkie, right now, my dual screen setup is literally my laptop and then a second screen, like a bigger monitor. Like, can I actually pull this off here? Oh yeah, I'll just take a picture and you guys can see. Like it's downright embarrassing.
Yeah.
But there was, I'll be honest, that
when
there
you
was.
get your new device, you're gonna get another monitor the same size, and you're gonna have two displays, right?
So I think I'm going to buy 2 new monitors and
Yeah.
use this one elsewhere.
Makes sense.
MC Sorare said, of course, people stream Civ.
It does seem like a weird one to watch, though. But people like different things, so I'm not going to critique that. But I can't see myself ever watching a Civ stream.
I feel like people say that about Football Manager too, and there are like hundreds of thousands of.
Fair. Yeah.
What was I going to say? The two monitors. Oh, so one of the big reasons I haven't done this yet is I wasn't sure how long I was going to be able to do this. And so now that it feels slightly more like, oh, I can actually do this. Now I can do it.
Invest a few bucks.
Right. Like I didn't want to spend whatever I'm going to end up having to spend and then be like, well, time to go get a real job. Sorry. So yeah, that's it.
Laird, you probably played Oregon Trail, didn't you?
Of course.
Or big Oregon Trail guy.
Loved
and SimCity.
I loved SimCity.
I mean, SimCity was fun.
Do they still make that?
I think that I don't feel like they do. Like they're still making the Sims, but like
that's what it was. When they changed to the Sims, I was like, I'm a city planner, guys. I'm not.
Yeah, I think that's like their big money maker now is the Sims. But man, SimCity was fun.
It was really, really fun. It was even fun when you cheated.
Oh yeah.
So like that's how I knew it was fun.
Yeah, and then like you can force natural disasters to happen to your city, and then you have to fix it, and yeah.
Quinny said 3 monitors. 3 screens seems like a lot, Quinny.
No, I think three screens is fine. You have your stream up on one. You have like a static page that you're either sharing or something else, and then you have another screen that you can like research and do other things on.
Yorkie just sent me his setup. Oh, this is only 2 screens though, Yorkie. Main stream, then stream on the right, then chat on a vertical monitor to the left. Oh, I didn't see the vertical.
There you
go. City Skylines is fun if you haven't played. I don't know that one.
Yeah, there are newer, like I think Anno, ANNO, like I've seen that one. There's like a whole bunch of new city builder types of games, but they're different. I feel like they're not.
Okay.
It's not SimCity where you just build on a grid. And
do you think there's an audience for playing like 1993 SimCity on a, can we do that now?
Yeah, sure, of course. You could probably play those games in a browser somewhere.
Right?
You could, yeah, like Games Archive or something. I'm sure you could just play old school SimCity in a browser.
Do you think this is the future of SorareAndrews? We play SimCity instead.
we just play old retro games. Oregon Trail today. That's how we're gonna end the stream. Andy died of dysentery.
Dysentery.
You get bit by a snake.
Drown trying to get through the river. Quinny said, my RAM says 16 gigabyte Corsair Vengeance.
Yeah, I mean, I would double that, but...
And a 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda, whatever that is.
That feels like it's a spinning disk, and that seems bad, but I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's probably fun.
Are you a PC? Yeah, what is this?
PC
Master Race?
Yes. Oh wow, Star Wars Battlefront 2. I remember that. That game was huge. SimAndrews, not SorareAndrews. I like that.
Barracuda is a fish.
Cannon fodder. What is that? Is that? Oh, that's the game where the 2 cannons are shooting at each other. Do you remember that game? And there were like 100. There were like 100 different versions of it. Like Worms, for instance. You ever play Worms? So cannon fodder was just 2 cannons pointed at each other, and you had to calculate like distance, wind, and you tried to hit the other cannon with your cannon. Yeah.
We should definitely do that.
Yeah. There was another one called there was a really cool version that had like, it was between Worms and cannon fodder, and it had like tons and tons of different weapons that you could use. It was a good
Sorry. He said, of course, Andy's played Worms.
Yeah, of course. As a big Worms guy, for sure.
Anyway. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Sorry, I was just checking to see if my...
I'm waiting for you to pull up a window that has Oregon Trail on it.
I'm just worried my computer will blow up.
Playing Oregon Trail.
You never know, Andy. You never know. Andy playing Worms, just salivating at the screen.
More like counting my money that I'm going to get for eating those worms.
Weirdest game I've ever seen people play is a power washing simulator on VR PlayStation. You know who would absolutely love that? Gator Guy. He is he like will spend way too much time watching like power washing videos on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some of those. They're very addicting to watch because they always find like the nastiest, crustiest stuff. Like whenever I have, like when I'm power washing my house, like I'll have like a little bit of mildew or something, and I'm just like, get that off of there, and then I'm done. But they find the crustiest house that you can ever imagine, and it goes from like black to white.
I'm more, there's a guy, he does content of like fixing up people's front yards. They're like super overgrown and like I like
Yeah,
those.
those are good. Those are good. And then the cops show up because they weren't supposed to be on the property.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Would you, so if I wanted to build a new computer for this, what do I do?
I mean,
Like I'm not actually building it.
you're not going to build it. You would want a pre-made, like a pre-built.
I don't think I can put something like that together.
Okay.
Unless you think I could.
You probably could. I mean, building PCs is kind of funny because each component can only really go in one spot. But I would probably recommend just buying something pre-built. Now they do make really nice PC versions of like the Mac Mini, like micro PCs, and you could buy something that was very comparable to a Mac Mini. Maybe depends on what you buy and what your budget is, but
Yeah.
it might be nicer, it might be better. Like in my basement, instead of I've got like a I've got like my gaming room that I play games in, and then I have like a big open area that's like more of like a theater. It's not a theater room. It's just like an open living space area. But I've got a micro PC that I paid probably about $500, but it runs like 90% of the games I would ever play. So that's like my gaming console in that room. Uh, so like you can definitely find mini PCs that will do what you want. You can also buy, something like this, and it will run everything that you could ever imagine.
So that's exactly what I did, was looking at micro PCs that essentially are Mac Minis. And the whole selling point is like you'll get more for the same amount of money, because like Mac, there's a Mac Premium. Obviously, you get to use the software.
The funny thing though, really is the Mac Premium doesn't like it. It might exist like this, but when you talk about like the quality of what you get from Apple versus like Dell or something, for me to buy like a Dell Premium, what is it, a Dell Pro Premium? I think that's the line that might. You're paying more for the Dell now. When you want that slim laptop that is all aluminum, unibody, like the Apple has been delivering like that product at that quality for so long that they brought prices down, and it's comparable. Now, if I want a cheap plastic Dell that the hardware is not nearly as good as the M5 chip or whatever, then I can get a $300 Dell if I wanted.
Yeah.
People don't want that.
Yorkie said,
Yeah.
People take the piss out of my hobby being Web3 games, but there's people out there power washing for fun.
Yeah.
So Yorkie, it's even worse. They're not actually power washing. They are watching other people power wash. Those are the people making fun of you. People stream it too. Like imagine telling people from 60 years ago the content you consume now is a 40-year-old man in his living room imaginary power washing.
Yeah, I think there's a power wash simulator game that you can buy. And literally power wash things.
Dobbsy's on your team that the premium is not that high anymore.
Yeah.
I think the way that the way I was looking at it is like you'll get, twice as much RAM or some SSD slot that's bigger than the Mac, and it's like
the one thing nice about buying like a PC or like a micro PC is on the Mac side, everything's soldered to the board now. Literally everything's soldered to the board. So if you wanted to add memory or add this or swap something out, bigger SSD or something, can't do it on the Mac side. And when you pre-configure those devices, that's when the Mac Premium kind of comes in, when you start adding memory and whatnot, because that's where they kind of hit you with those upcharges.
Right.
And then on the PC side, you can just, like you can buy a bare bones pre-built micro PC and then just buy your own RAM for, I was going to say for cheap. No, not for cheap.
Yeah, not anymore.
Buy your own components. Yeah.
Dobsy said Mac to me was always more of an influencer type thing, but nowadays it's a lot more normal.
It really is. It's funny because like like we purchase a lot of devices for a lot of different types of people, whether they're executives or faculty members or whatever. And the executive members always get something special, whether it's a slim Dell or a MacBook Pro or whatever. And it's funny when you compare, like, like this executive wants a PC, this executive wants a Mac, and you compare the prices of what those two people you're delivering to them, and a lot of times the Mac ends up being the better value.
That's going to be my issue with the Mac Mini, is that I'm going to do all this stuff to build my own PC and then just be like, oh, the Mac Mini is just as cheap.
It won't be though. Like it won't be, because
Will or won't?
It won't, because you're probably going to do add-ons on your Mac Mini. I would imagine
I'll have to do what?
you're going to do add-ons, like you're going to get a bigger hard drive, you're going to get more RAM, you're going to do these things, and
Those are the only two things I think you can do.
yeah, probably you could probably do 10 gig Ethernet or something, which you're not doing, but yeah. I mean, if you're willing to use a PC, then I would say that that's definitely a good option for you.
It's funny, I have been considering going back to iPhone, and I was actually talking to Keith about this. So I've stopped using ChatGPT for Gemini and Claude, basically, for a variety of reasons. And I just read this article about how Google's basically going to make Gemini like essentially replace Android. Like everything will be like through Gemini, starting with Pixels. And I was like, oh, is that the reason I should stay with Pixel? And then I was like, is that actually a reason to leave Pixel now? So I keep going back and forth on that. But it would be me to like get an iPhone and then be like, oh yeah, let me get a PC now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly where you come on. Go to iPhone and then get a PC. I mean, I'm open to whatever like works best, to be honest. Like the only software that I use on my Mac is my like video editing software, which is called ScreenFlow, which is only available on Mac. And the only reason I use it is because I've used it for 10 years. Like there's nothing special about it. And everything else, literally everything else I do, is out of a browser or is like Discord or Slack, which
What did you say ScreenFlow did?
it's just a video editing software. There's nothing special about it.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I could probably do it out of Meld, to be honest. I haven't tried it yet, but like there are plenty. Video editing is not like, I'm not doing such extensive video editings that I need anything beyond the most basic
there's
stuff.
crappy Windows replacements for stuff like that. I mean, like
Exactly.
Use Adobe Rush or something, or Clipchamp, or there's 100 tools to do that. But like you said, you're used to using one of them.
But ultimately, it's like, I would say the only apps I use on my computer is Chrome, Meld, Discord, and Slack.
What was the second one? Meld?
That's what I use to stream. That's the streaming software. It's like an OBS competitor, essentially.
I see.
That's the one that was like made for Mac, but
Okay.
is whatever. Dobsy said, phone-wise, I think I've gone too far in iPhone now. Like whenever I try to help out a relative with Android, they are so slow and laggy. It's funny. So I'm the only one in my family who doesn't have an iPhone, which is part of the reason why I was just like, fine, I'll get one. But my wife is always like, how do you? And I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, well, on your phone. And I'm like, yeah, because like the back swipe, just little things like that. I'm just like, I don't know.
It is funny whenever somebody gives me an iPhone for like either troubleshooting something or just like looking at it, whatever. Like my daughter has an iPhone. I like all of a sudden I become like boomer central. Like I don't know. I'm swiping the wrong way. I'm tapping the bottom of the screen. I'm like, where, like, don't know where anything is. Just the gesturing is different.
I remember when I got my Pixel and it had like the Google search bar on the bottom, and I was just like, why would you ever use that? And now it's like I use that all the time. And I think that's actually the thing that would keep me from going to iPhone. Or even just being able to find apps quickly. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I just swipe up and everything's alphabetical. And my wife is like, so like my 8-year-old daughter will use my wife's phone. She does not touch mine, but will use my wife's phone. And then all of a sudden she's like, she moved one of the apps. And I'm like, I don't know how to find it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Using an iPhone is so weird to me. Shit makes no sense, says Recomon. It does feel like it is supposed to be very natural and intuitive. And the more I've used a Pixel, the less intuitive the iPhone feels. But again,
it just
like
comes down to what you're used to using. I mean, if you gave an iPhone user an Android phone, they'd probably be like, this shit makes no sense. Vice versa.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly how I felt early on when I went to Pixel. But yeah, I don't know. What Cameron said, I've switched between iPhone and Samsung every time my plan is up. This time, though, I'm on iPhone. There's no way I'm going back. I never had, like, the Pixel's the only Android phone I've ever had. And I never considered anything else. You
never had a Motorola Razr back in the day?
I meant smartphone. I did not have a Razr, no. My wife definitely did. Do you know what I consider to this day the best phone ever made?
It's going to be a Nokia flip phone.
Motorola StarTAC.
I don't think I know what that one is.
Oh. Like
I'm watching. I'll be right back in 1 second.
All right. I'm going to pull up a StarTAC. Yeah, these are the StarTACs. BlackBerry was the one back in the day, says Dobbsy. I had a BlackBerry in one of my old jobs. It just felt so corporate because they were. I've actually never seen this Jamaican style one.
Speaking of BlackBerry, there's a really good BlackBerry movie on Netflix that you would like.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's just called BlackBerry.
Oh, I'll watch that.
Or it might be Ren. It might have something to do with the name of the company, Ren. I don't know.
Oh wait, I just realized I wasn't sharing my screen with you.
Oh, this looks familiar. It looks like a phone from like a Wall Street movie or something from like the 80s.
It was 90s. No, it's got to be early 2000s because I didn't have one in high school. But yeah, this is what I consider the best phone ever made.
What's that colorful one? The red, blue, green?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen this.
That's like the what was the I'm trying to think of like the child brand. Was it Play School or something?
It's exactly what it was.
Yeah. That's the phone that your kid. It doesn't actually work, but they think that it, like it's like when you unplug the second controller to your Nintendo, give it to your little brother.
Rigamon said, I've been on Pixel now since Pixel 6. I've had a Pixel 9 Pro Fold for a while. Time to upgrade. I've never had a Fold. I think this is an 8. I don't know.
It's funny. I don't even know. I think I'm a couple. Well, no, I had to upgrade my phone because they had a battery recall, and I got a free upgrade to whatever I think it's their 9S maybe.
That's nice.
I don't know. I don't need a nice phone.
Oh, excuse me. Pixel 6 Pro.
Oh, wow. You definitely have an old one.
Honestly, I have no reason to replace it.
Yeah. If it does everything that you need to do and the battery life is good, like that's the only thing that matters to me on a phone anymore is just like, does the battery get me through the day? Perfect. Awesome. That's all I need.
It is insane that they have not figured out a way to make a battery last more than 24 hours.
Yeah. The other piece too is like will it take a picture that's not pixelated? Like, can I go to my daughter's soccer game and take a picture of her and it actually looks okay? And the battery life lasts. I don't need anything else.
So Surface said the way Pixel integrates with the Google suite of products is why I probably wouldn't switch back to iPhone. That's why I switched originally. That's not why. The camera was why. Like the camera on the Pixel was just light years better than the iPhone. It still is. iPhone video is better though, I've learned. But I realized that.
What does it even do to integrate besides like your Gmail account?
So it's funny you say that. So I was like, I use Gmail, I use Google Maps, I use what were the other, like, I don't know. Obviously, once you start using a Pixel, contacts and calendar and all that stuff. But I was like, when I was thinking about going back to iPhone, I was like, I don't know, all my apps are Google, as if they don't exist on iOS. And I was like,
right. Oh. And like, yes, they exist there. You can get Gmail and Google Maps and stuff, but like also too, like the Apple replacements are fine. Okay, you use Apple Maps now. Is it really that different?
just use Google Maps on an iPhone.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah. It's the Gemini integration is different. And that was one of the reasons why I was like, maybe I'll stay on Pixel because I've become such an AI donkey, but the iPhone will figure it out. Once they figured out, or once Apple decided not to like continue to make Siri a thing, and now they're just going to outsource it to ChatGPT and Gemini, that's when I was like, okay, maybe I'll go back.
Rico's big on this fold. What's the big, like, why do I want the fold? It seems like more phone to have in my hand.
Because it's fucking huge, man. That's why. It in your pocket just looks like this.
Right, but then you fold it out, and then now I have it's like I'm folding a map out, and like I have to hold that out in front of me.
Hold on, let me just answer my phone call.
Wait, did that say playoffs?
Yes.
I love whenever I can see playoffs.
I'm surprised they didn't do playoffs. Dopsy said, I use all those things you just said on an iPhone. That's what I mean. Like there's really no reason.
I would like to hear though if Rico wants to just kind of give us a little synopsis there.
I could see battery life being a problem.
Multitasking on a phone? Nobody multitasks on a phone.
It's like we have two monitors. What am I doing? One screen with a stream and another one with Discord.
I'm already multitasking on my phone while I'm driving. Like I don't need to be tri-tasking.
You've already multitasked?
Yeah. I'm just joking. I don't text and drive or do any of that. It's funny because probably like, I don't know. When smartphones first came out, like I thought that was like a really cool feature. It's like, oh, I can drive and I can send a message, and like that all seemed like a good thing. And you quickly realize that it's like one of the most dangerous things in the entire world is combining those two things. And the number of people there, when I drive into work, the number of people that I see that are driving on the highway and just like this is insane. Almost every car I go by, somebody's buried in their phone doing something.
I always like that they thought that making the hands-free stuff would be less distracting when people just get angry that like your phone doesn't hear what you're saying correctly.
It's so much better. I don't like talking to myself and I don't like talking to my phone. But my car is the only time that I will do it. And it is really nice.
Like sending messages through voice?
Yeah.
I did never do it. You know where I'd use that? On my watch. Okay. And that was the other thing. If I went iPhone, I have to get rid of I have a Pixel watch. And I was like, oh, now I have to go get an Apple Watch too, just in time for me to buy my PC. Surface said the wife has iPhone and uses Google products. It's not the same. Google Messages on desktop is one I use a lot, and you couldn't use iPhone Messenger on PC before Windows 11. So I when I switched from iPhone to Pixel, I basically stopped essentially texting on my computer. And it's super annoying because every so often somebody will text me and have like my contact info from when I had an iPhone. And so it'll like send it to my computer. And I just like, I don't get it because it's like it didn't send a text, it sent through iMessage. That part is annoying.
Dobbsy, that's an absolute banger.
I literally had Semi Charm Kind of Life in the car 2 days ago.
Hell yeah. Great song.
Sorry. That is a banger.
It is funny. All the Third Eye Blind songs kind of sound a little bit alike. Like they're kind of just, it's like they're all kind of the same song.
All of them? Are there more than 2?
Well, yeah, like they probably have 4 songs.
I don't think I could name another one.
But you'll know what they are. So just look up Third Eye Blind hits. Third Eye Blind hits. Semi-Charm Life.
Oh, Jumper. Jumper's the only other one I know. Oh, how's it going to be? You're right. Never Let You Go. Okay, 4 songs. You're right. That's a big one.
Fault. Graduate was like their first song. Deep Inside of You. I don't know that one.
I'll never let you go. Anyway. Yeah, my apologies to Third Eye Blind. I did him dirty on that one.
Yeah.
Surface, don't submit lineups today for set.
Lord, I love when like an old band like that comes on and then you're like, I don't know, it's like that nostalgia. Like the other day, Matchbox 20 came on and I'm like, whoa, they've got some bangers. And I played some Matchbox 20 the other day.
I had that the other day with Ace of Base.
Oh, come on now.
Quinny bringing up California Dreaming again. Quinny, I heard you sing it on the Deadline show today too.
Yeah, I like the Bobby Womack version. That's my favorite.
Okay, fair enough. So going back to this PC thing, if I basically build it, how many things do I have to buy? Like how many different components am I going to have to buy separately?
Well, I mean, like you can get it pre-built to where you don't have to buy anything else except for monitors. But you're probably going to want, I don't know what keyboard and mouse situation you got going on over there. So I'll
need it.
Yeah, I would probably just get like a Logitech keyboard mouse combo or something.
Yeah.
Because you're not gaming. You don't need some high-end, amazing keyboard or mouse.
Speaking of things I haven't used in 20 years, a mouse.
Well, really?
You're like an actual mouse? Yeah, no.
You don't have like a Apple Magic mouse or something?
No, I use the trackpad.
You sit at your desk and use a trackpad.
Oh, yeah.
You are a psychopath.
Not only that, Andy, when I was thinking about getting the Mac Mini, I thought about buying a trackpad instead of a mouse.
My God.
You know what I like about it?
Giant balls, the rolly balls that what I'm talking about? Yeah.
What I like about hold on. There we go. What I like about the trackpad is being able to easily, quickly zoom like this. And
it's called a mouse wheel.
No, it's different. It doesn't work exactly the same. But then I thought about buying the Magic Mouse because I think you can do it on the Magic Mouse, and I would do that.
Yeah. I'm sure you could do it on the Magic Mouse, but like with a regular mouse, it's just Control key and then mouse scroll.
Oh, now I got to click twice?
No, not really. You just have to have a little bit of, got to kind of be an athlete here, Laird.
People cannot believe that I use a trackpad. I can't look at you the same. R.I.P. Laird's wrists, elbows, and shoulder. My other half does that at work and wonders why she has cramps in her hands after afternoons. absolute psychopath. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Laird, you need to get one of those streaming touchpads too. I think is it Streambox that makes
Oh
them?
yeah. So I can push a button and it's like some random
maybe it's not
explosion sound or
Streambox.
something.
Streamboard maybe. But
Stream
yeah,
Deck.
you should definitely get one of those.
Like a Stream Deck?
Stream Deck, that's the one. Yeah, and you know, like you can get the DJ horn and you know like a few other sound effects. You know, maybe like a Quinny. Whenever you push the button, all that good stuff. I don't know what Quinny's catch line is, but you can get that in there. Yeah, I think it could be amazing. It could change your content.
I don't think you're wrong.
I think
Literally, when you were like catchphrases, the one that popped into my head was Harry's like, "There are no mugs," and I'm like, surely I could get that somewhere.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
Mike is, come on, guys, this guy sits on a wooden chair for fuck's sake, using a trackpad shouldn't shock us.
Yeah. Wooden chair and a trackpad.
Your wrist will be in heaven once you get a nice mouse with a pad and extra foam support. You know what's funny? Wait, who said that? Don. Is it on? Oh, I think I put it in the closet here. I have a mouse pad with like the wrist thing from RotoWire, and I had it on this table for months, and I literally just put it in the closet. I was like, why is this even here? What's older tech, the chair or the touchpad using? Would you guys have...
Can you show everyone the chair again? It's like a little wooden stool, right?
Yeah. Wait, you sit on a wooden chair. So I do. So full disclosure, I explained this already before, but I put a cushion on it recently for like a longer stream, and I've just kept it on. So I have been using a cushion at least. But yeah, this is the chair cam. It's attached with like Velcro in the back.
I love it.
No back support. There's plenty of back support. It's a wooden. It's like wooden back. There's plenty of support.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't like come up very high. It's like
it is kind of like mid back. Yeah, it's like right here on me.
Back.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't plug his laptop in for 4 years. We might be setting the bar too high.
Or is that like a biohacking thing for your posture to make sure that you have good posture?
The low, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and the wood, you know.
Oh, and the wood. Surely the wood.
Yeah, isn't there like a biohacking thing where you sleep on the floor or you sleep on like a hard surface?
I don't know that one. The real biohacking one is the grounding sheets or grounding mattress, so you can get a little of the earth electricity in your bed.
Oh, Jesus.
1786 that was made. As the chair erodes and gets shorter, does using the trackpad get harder? Would you guys be as offended or more offended if I used the Lenovo nipple in the middle of the keyboard instead of a trackpad?
I think the nipple would be worse.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So do you guys understand why I'm trying to upgrade my... I had to see if this content thing worked. So after there was like I don't know how long it was, a couple weeks period where after every stream he watched, Mike would send me just a percent number asking what my battery was. I think he got it right once. But yeah, now I plug it in thanks to the dongle that Andy Black helped me buy.
Laird, I've got a question for you. The headset that you have now, is it Bluetooth or is it 2.4 gigahertz? Like, does it have a separate dongle that plugs into a USB port, or is it just Bluetooth?
Like these?
Yeah,
it's just Bluetooth. But I can put hardwire up into like the headphone jack. I just don't have the wire.
I always try to avoid Bluetooth when I can for like peripherals that like I rely on, just because Bluetooth, like that protocol kind of sucks. So if you can do like a headset that does a lot of headsets will do both. Like it'll do both 2.4. Like you'll get a little USB stick that you plug into your port or whatever, and it connects to that. Some will switch between that Bluetooth, and you can hardwire them.
I probably should just hardwire it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you're moving around or anything. Like you're sitting there streaming. You can hardwire that.
Yeah, this is the first time I've like had an issue with them. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
The look on Laird's face when 2.4 gigahertz was mentioned. the honest response is I have no idea if they're that. I mean, I connect them through Bluetooth.
Yeah, I'm sure they're Bluetooth.
I have used a Kensington Travel for the last 18 years, and my orthopedist tells me I have the wrists and elbow of a 20-year-old. What is a Kensington Travel?
It's the ball. He uses the ball.
Oh, like the mouse ball?
Yeah.
What a funny thing to say to somebody. You have the wrists of a 20-year-old.
That orthopedist is some kind of deviant.
I could never use that. Surface, is yours, do you move the ball with your thumb or with your middle fingers?
Sam, do you also play with like a old school joystick, like the the eight-way joysticks? Like you're a fighter pilot or something?
Kensington Travel is a British royal, surely. So I was at the bus stop yesterday, and a dad at the bus stop got some text message, and the sound that he has was like it's like a very quick beep. And I was like, I've heard that sound before.
It was the Looney Tunes.
No, he claimed it was from a Mario game, and I was like, I don't think that's Mario. And did you ever have an Atari?
I did, yeah.
Did you ever play River Raid?
Let's look it up.
You're in a plane, and you're just like literally flying over a river.
No, but yeah, there were a million games like this, like 1942, 1941, all those.
But basically, the sound when you I played River Raid for hours and hours and hours of my life, and the sound that when you shoot was the sound that this guy had for it, and I was like, "That's amazing." He's like, "Yeah, it's from Super Mario," but I'm like, "I don't think so. That's older than that."
Okay. Huh. You ever play Tiger Heli? That was a fun one. It was just a helicopter game. Same exact thing, but you're a helicopter instead of a plane.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There's some very inappropriate comments about 20-year-old wrists in the live chat. And Mike wasn't even the first one. Shout out to JPS. Surface must be unreal at Golden Tee. Golden Tee is a great game.
JPS, I've got it onto a list, and I don't know what the deal is. I get like 10. It has something to do with like car insurance or something. I don't know if they know that I have a 16-year-old daughter that just started driving. That's probably what it is. But I have nonstop, and they have my work phone, they have my cell phone. I'll get a call on my cell phone, then I'll get a call on my work phone, and every single one of them are leaving me voicemails too that I have to delete. And it's car insurance quotes because they know that, I've got a 16-year-old driver now.
We've gone full boomer circle with the Atari mention.
Yeah. Talking about Ataris and car insurance.
What's funny is that I didn't own. So my older brother had an Atari, and I did not have my own video game system until I went to college.
What did you have in college?
What's that?
What did you have in college?
A PS2.
Okay.
Maybe it was an original PlayStation. Was it a PS2 gray with the disc in the middle also?
No, that was PS1.
Yeah, so PS1. So I had nothing between Atari and PS1.
What games did you play on PlayStation 1?
All sports games. That's all I ever played.
Okay, like the 2K games and the EA games. And
Yeah. But
did you play Gran
I always loved
Turismo?
going to my friends' houses because they had Genesis was always the one that like most of my friends had. For some reason, like I just didn't have a lot of friends with Nintendos or Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
So Genesis, like NBA Live 95, NHL 95,
Oh yeah.
those games are like that was my peak video game at my friends.
The NHL games were so good.
NHL 94, a friend of mine, like to this day, is like that's the greatest video game ever made.
I mean, people still play that game competitively.
Amazing.
Like there's leagues and stuff, and they're playing NHL 94.
JPS said I got a PS1 for my 4th birthday. If it makes you feel old, if you want to feel old, I didn't really want to feel old, but that's fine. We got my son an Xbox when he turned 12, and he got it for Christmas, and it extended the time that he believed that Santa existed because he was like, my parents would never buy me this.
Ah, smart man.
I'm sure he may still believe at 15 because of that Xbox.
He's talking to the kids at school. No, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong. He's real.
Yeah. You don't know my parents. They would never buy this. I can remember watching my dad play Resident Evil on PS1.
Those Resident Evil games were fun. I like the new remakes of all the Resident Evil games. I'll still play those.
Yeah, I don't. Video games is just never a big part of my life.
I love them because it's like a nice, like my wife and kids go to bed fairly early, and I pretty much refuse to go to bed before like 11. So I've always got like a gap of 2 to 3 hours or something where I can just blow off steam, and then it's, I don't know. Right now it was that Arc Raiders game, and I haven't really played that much recently, but I don't know. Always looking for a new game to play.
Let's go back to SimCity.
Hey man, we should start like a SimCity competition or something.
I'm gonna look it up, and then I'm gonna look it up and see
Maybe
what.
Next week we'll build a city.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, build with us.
Yeah, we'll look it up.
Now, Laird, when you would build your cities, would you ever do things that were kind of silly on purpose, just to kind of like, like build your power plants near houses, just to kind of mess with those people a little bit?
Absolutely not, Andy. That's so dangerous. You should never do that.
You have a nuclear power plant and just all residential surrounding it.
No. I took my city planning very seriously. I grew up in a city, in like a big city. I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah. Or make roads to nowhere, like you'd have a road and it would just end. No.
I was very particular about using a grid for my roads because that's what you did in New York, or some of it at least. Red or Dead said I had a Spectrum ZX81. Some games on that. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. Oh, okay. You are old.
It's a keyboard. Roller Coaster Tycoon. I never got it.
My first computer was my dad bought it out of the newspaper. It was a Commodore 64, and it was some weird guy in a basement that was, classic computer nerd guy, and he sold us like 500 discs with it, and they were all like perfectly labeled and everything. So we had like every game, we got like this giant dot matrix printer that would print out posters, and
wow.
Yeah, we were like, I was like 8 or something, and it was pretty awesome.
That is fun.
Oh, Simpsons Hit and Run, hell yeah, Dobbsy. That's one that I've been hoping that they would do like a remake of, or like remaster that game, because it's so fun. It's basically Grand Theft Auto, but in the Simpsons universe.
Mike said, you used to set taxes to the minimum for 10 months of the year and then max them out for the last 2 in SimCity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Guys would be terrible mayors. He'd never get elected.
JPS, was FIFA 99 the one where you could run away from the referee? Because I that might have been FIFA 96. I just remember playing FIFA, and if you committed a foul and the referee was going to give you a card, you could just keep running away from him, and he would just chase you. So like, the time in the game, like you could run away from him for like 10 minutes. And finally, he'd give you the yellow card if he caught you.
It's a funny quirk.
Yeah. Laird, did you ever own any of those old Tiger games that they would sell in like a grocery store in that like hard plastic shell? Do you remember
Tiger games?
Yeah, look up Tiger games. You'll immediately know what this is.
Oh,
Those, yeah.
I definitely had one, and I can't think of like which one I would have had.
It's funny because you look at this and they were licensing geniuses. Because look at all the different IP here. Like we'll go work with Disney, Lion King, and Sonic, and Double Dragon. Like they just went around. Like none of the games were good. They were all trash. But they knew that if it said Lion King on it and had some art, that some mom is going to buy that for $25.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, my son wants the new Lion King game, and this is the Lion King game at home. Like you get the Super Nintendo Lion King game, and then you have the one mom gets you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember which one I had. It wasn't any of those though. I mean,
there was thousands of them.
You're right. It might have been
Literally-
this football one actually.
Oh,
Like
Tech
NFL
Mobile
one.
League, or what is that?
I love this fake Michael Jordan
Yeah, that's hilarious.
right next to Mustafa. Anyway,
I wonder if they had these, if these were a thing in Europe, or if this was just like pure consumerism here in America, like just garbage shit that they pushed on us. And that was the worst thing. It was like no kid wanted these.
No.
Nobody wanted this. But mom sees this and it's $15 at Walmart, and that video game's $50 and this one's $15. I'll just get them this
Right.
one. Yeah.
it basically was like a Game Boy delay, like a delayed Game Boy.
It was so much worse though. It was so
Yeah.
much
Oh
worse.
yeah.
The movement on the screen was all pre-selected. Like I don't know if you remember, but it was just like
Mhm.
this was an area of the screen that your character could move, and then like this was, and then like this was. It wasn't like free movement.
No.
It was even like the football games and stuff were like that too. It was just like this is where the line lines up for pre-snap, and then like there might be like a few players rushing the quarterback or something, and they were bad.
They were bad.
They were really bad.
Probably worth the $15 though.
Yeah, Surface, the Game & Watch was actually made by Nintendo, and they were a little better, but they were still part of that, like, I don't know, video game garbage era. They were better though.
Andy, what do you think the odds are that I can find the cord for my headphones?
Depends on what it is. If it's just like a USB-C cord or something, you might get
No,
lucky.
it's like whatever the headphone jack. It's like that's all it is on both sides.
So yeah, very low, I would say.
Very low?
Yeah, very low.
Do you have like a drawer of cords?
Yeah,
Yeah, I bet mine's in there.
both at work and at home. But at home, I have like multiple, like I need to consolidate and be more organized, because it's like, oh, that could be in one of the 3 different drawers that have junk in them.
I found a charger for a Garmin watch that I threw out like 3 years ago. the other day, and I was like, I might
Did it look
need
like this? This is a charger for a Garmin watch that
There
I'm
you go.
literally charging right now. I've had this watch for a long time and I love it. It's the Phoenix. I don't remember which year, but the Garmin Phoenix.
I found a old Fitbit as well. I'm going to share this in the in Discord later when I go to find this cord. Yorkie said, I have a jack to jack here, want me to ship. I'll find one, even though Radio Shack doesn't exist anymore. Do you think MFL and Sport.fun are super excited to be sponsoring a show that we're talking about Radio Shack and Commodore 64?
Here's the deal. 90% of your content is on topic and on point. And a lot of times we are too, like if we decide to be. They don't give a shit.
I don't think so either. I don't think they even know that I'm streaming right now.
Yeah.
Although I do have some Sport.fun packs to open. Although I might not open them this week. I might just wait. Get some mega packs next week. I don't know. We'll see. Well, let me check if this MFL guy took my offer. Were you here for this earlier?
No.
So on MFL, you can, if you reject an offer, you can write back how much you would take. And so I sent an offer for a guy for $16 and he said he would accept 22. So I sent an offer for 22 and he rejected it saying he would take 25. And everybody in chat was like, go back with 22. So I did.
Oh, well, it's SR Monkey.
No, it was this guy. Crazy Cult. SR Monkey just brought a guy into our Patron Saints team.
Tell you what, those are two very different people to deal with. SR Monkey and Crazy Cult.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do a deal with Crazy Cult.
I was not going to, and then everybody was like, just do it again.
He's going to try to get you to join the cult.
It would be fun to have a Laird Social Club tournament bracket of most influential video games among the group. The age discrepancy is large.
Yeah. The other thing you're going to get is a lot of really random stuff, like from very different genres. I imagine there's lots of like Football Manager stuff and FIFA stuff, and then you're going to have Civ and like, I don't know, like when two completely different games go up against each other, I don't even know how you choose a winner.
You just choose the better one.
Did you play Tecmo Bowl back in the day?
Of course.
Oh my God. Tecmo Bowl all the way to the end. But people aren't going to like that, you know, like half your listeners are from Europe. They're going to be like Tecmo Bowl. What the?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The WZ tournament for cash once. WZ, a Warzone. That's fun.
I've never played video games for money. I had a roommate, it was my senior year of college, and the new Tiger Woods came out, and he bought it at probably Best Buy the day it came out, got back to our apartment, started playing it, and played for 24 straight hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those games were fun. It's funny though, like I don't know that I could go back and play like a golf game. And I really did enjoy like even like the Mario Golf stuff. Like that was all really fun. But there's something about like the dopamine hit or something you get from a game like that now. It's just not the same.
Doesn't hit anymore?
Yeah, like I don't know. I used to play like a lot of you mentioned playing like lots of different sport games, like whether it's Madden or 2K or whatever. And I would do like the season modes, and I guess that's similar to like what Chani does with the FIFA stuff. but like I would do lots of that and be like, all right, I'm gonna play 10 years with the St. Louis Blues and see how many Stanley Cups I can win or something. And it's just not fun to me anymore. I don't know why. Just,
JPS is right. We had all these video game conversations and never once mentioned GoldenEye on N64, which like there's a fantastic like meme. It's not a meme, parody video that this guy put together. It's like a YouTube short of the studio people who created the song for GoldenEye. It's
I
so
saw that
funny.
yesterday. The
Did you?
pause music.
Yeah.
It
It is so funny, that video.
Yeah, it's a banger. It's an absolute banger. That game is so good. And
Good call,
probably if you like
JPS.
that game, you like Perfect Dark too, because that game was awesome.
I'm a nerd in so many different places. It's wild. Like I said, fantasy football with digital trading cards wasn't niche enough.
So, Surface, you've been playing the Star Wars flight sims. There are a couple of new ones out you may want to check out, especially now that you got that new gaming PC that will run them. There's one that was like in VR and it made me like want to vomit.
Sounds great.
I mean, it was cool, but like when you talk about like all the vectors of space and flying a literal spaceship,
Yeah,
and being able to go in literally all directions, you get so disoriented.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. You remember the original Flight Simulator, like video game?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was a
Like
good one.
people literally learned how to become pilots. And they recently came out with a new one. It's like Flight Simulator 2024 or something.
Wow.
And just imagine how
Yeah.
much more they've added to it. I mean, like you can just learn to go fly a jumbo jet or something, a Airbus.
My nephew is a pilot. Like he just finished school to become a pilot. It's like, man, that's crazy.
And is he going to work for is he going to do like private stuff, or is he going to go work for an airline?
I'm guessing he goes to work for, he actually is talking about doing like cargo stuff, like go work for UPS or something like that.
Okay. Hopefully he doesn't end up in a new movie called Castaway.
Hopefully not.
That was FedEx, I think. Great movie.
Do you have to go to work? I just realized.
Yeah, I probably should. It is Friday, which is nice, but today was kind of nice because like I was like worried that I wasn't going to be able to stream today. I had our Apple rep. I was supposed to have a meeting with him at 1, and he moved it to Monday. So there's something on my calendar, but I don't actually have a meeting.
You got any free like Apple stuff when they come?
I'll have him throw in a M4 Mac Mini.
Yeah, just throw one in.
Yeah.
I got a friend. Playing GTA San Andreas as a kid, definitely too young but back then graphics felt like they never get better.
Yeah.
I actually find that's the biggest problem I have with video games now, that it's not that they're too realistic, but they're like built to be so realistic, and it's still not. And I'm just like, stop trying, make it a video game.
I think one of the big things that probably, I don't want to say people like you, because I think that I fall into this category a little bit, but a lot of the new games are too complex. And there's a lot of people that love that. They love the complexity. They love having 50 different buttons that they have to press. But like for someone like me, I grew up with a Nintendo. There were literally 4 buttons that I could press. And I like the simplicity of that. And I don't love, like, I like to unwind and play a game, not sit down and like really think about it and learn something. So I don't know. There's kind of a gate there that makes some of the new games difficult.
It's once they had 2 ways to move on a controller where they had like just the regular up, down, left, right, and then now we have this joystick, and I'm like, I don't
well, then you're never going to get there. Not going to make it.
No, when it comes to video games, I am not going to make it. That's when I'm just like, yep, this is why I should go outside. JPS. Anyway. Well, you get back to work. I'm going to go design a PC.
Nice. Well, I'll pretend to work and I'll help you.
Perfect. Thanks, everyone, for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. Man, I'm going to have to get 3 monitors now. That's something. Anyway, I'll be back on Monday, Sorare Spotlight, where we'll probably stay on topic of Sorare or something like that. I didn't give away those memberships. If anybody wants a free 1-month membership to the Laird Social Club, gets you access, to the Discord, to any members-only content, some giveaway stuff. Just leave a comment in the description of the video, or leave a comment in the video, or just hit me up on Discord, and I'll get you set up with that. So thanks everyone for coming. Enjoy the weekend. Make sure you get outside.
Welcome to the SorareAndrews show, where we talk fantasy football, but you never know. We'll start with the game, but we'll soon go astray on topic discussions fast replay. We'll analyze the teams, the formation and goals, but in no time we'll time pressings. You on the roll, talking about our favorite foods and the shows we've seen. Our opinions aloud, and our voices on me. It's the SorareAndrews show. Anything goes, from betting football to rock and roll. We may start with the pitch, but it's just a small part. We'll venture off topic, let the conversation spark. It's the SorareAndrews show.